Okay, hi everybody and welcome. This is an experiment. We're going to give it a try. We should see the board meeting here just shortly in roughly about 25 minutes. So we'll be back then in a little bit. Hello? Hi. Did you just record that or are you live? I'm live right now. Okay. You see me? No, you can't see me or anything. No. No. All you do is see the Okay, the camera looks good. Okay. They're gonna be over there. You can't see much of the audience. I know, well I might have to turn it a little bit, but there's not going to be anyone on stage. So they're also saying I can't be here, that I need to be in the back of the room. So we're going to see about that one. What I need to know now is if you can. I don't understand if you're live. It's delayed. There's a delay. I know, well, I might have to turn it a little bit, but... You get what I'm saying? Our conversation is coming on computer now. Are you watching it? Yeah, I'm watching it. I need to be in the back of the room, so we're going to see about that one. What I need to know now is if you can... I don't understand if you're live. Yeah, now that I know it's working, but did you see me texting you? I'm trying to chat. It's delayed. There's a delay. You get what I'm saying? Our conversation is coming on computer. Are you watching it? All right, now I just shut off my speaker. I've got to hang up from the phone, all right? So that I can find out if you can hear me. All right? Okay, yeah. Can you hear me? I am talking right now. Can you hear what's going on? That's the question. Testing, 1, 2. No, so how about if I turn on? Yeah. Say what? Can you hear me? I am talking right. Come on down. So let me find out if I can get Sandy online now. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So come on down and we'll figure it out. Okay. I don't need to be on my computer or anything. Nope. No. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay, everybody, I see that the problem is that when I work in front of the camera, you can see everything that I'm doing. I actually need another camera that shows this stuff. Morning. Oh, not me? I see. We're live streaming. I got on the phone, so I called. And you looked up? Yeah. I've been up for an hour and a half, talking about all my stuff. So Valerie is here today. Doesn't she? No, she's actually been away. She came back over the weekend. There it is. Gotta walk a long ways down in this. They brought us right up here on the front row. Good morning. We're expecting you to have friends. You come and yell at me. Yes. I am too. Well, everybody else. So that's right. No, I'm gonna hold up all the tables as soon as the meeting starts. We're gonna roll away all the tables. No, we're not. The job interview, I did that this morning on the computer. And everything has. No, we're going to Central Florida, so I'm closing it down. No, well, it just depends on where I get the job. The job's going to be taken care of, but if I look into Florida, then I would drive.
Yeah. No, it's on. It's on. I just need to make sure everything's going to work. But
You're going to be so happy to get a place for your
what is it called? Google on air. So I did Google right now. And you're going to see them at the bottom of the screens. Only thing costs. Everybody can watch. This is all hang out on air. Or file to watch. And but Google look at it. It doesn't say on there, it's just 5 minutes.
No. The Lord, she was here, she's going to God. Oh, my goodness.
Same thing here, you can fast forward.
What do you know?
Have a good night. I'm not plugged in. Yeah.
You missed that. Just ignore it. It's hard to say your kid. Ours has been on yeah, I know, right? Yes.
You can put a star in. Like church. Like church. I want to be close to the door.
Good morning.
I got it.
Thanks, really.
They'll see it there. So we're live. I was back there, we were watching.
That's what we got?
Yeah, this is what we got. Say hi, Sam.
Look
Say
at
hi
that.
to everybody. Hi, everybody. We're still preparing for the meeting right now. It's going to be about another 15 minutes. Just hang tight. We see that we get a little crowd coming in here. There's the ballroom.
I just loved your text. She responded back. But no, I ran it around. I showed it to Vanessa and Sandy. Yes. Very good.
Right over here, I think. You're in heavy meditation. I think it needs it. Yeah. You can get on Bluetooth.
All I really need, Sam, is another window open. Yeah, I just need to be able to communicate. We're gonna try something here so you guys could communicate, but hold on. See right here, I have. See, if we were another person. Hi, everybody. Sorry. If we were another person, we can communicate.
Yeah.
So Sandy in Washington could talk to us.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm in front of the camera right now. Got me? But if I had another laptop, I could let the camera go, leave the camera alone.
Yeah.
And the next thing for me to try is I got the HDMI cable and a better camera. This camera I can't zoom in. You know, it's a little rough, but.
Yeah, okay.
This is just our experiment, the first time we're trying it.
Well, that's the way to do it. It's the only way you figure it out is to try it.
Exactly.
You don't think it's gonna work?
It's working fine. I can't do the chat because I'm in front of the computer.
But right now, when I go in front of that, I can't. I was trying to get it on here. Wonder how long the delay is. Just walk right down. Where it is, it's way over there.
Oh my gosh, that's just a typical.
Thank you for watching. And that's the other thing you wouldn't have to do, right? They sign in, they're either logged in or they're not.
All right, we're trying to get everybody set up. I'm sorry. At 40. Yeah. Well, I didn't count, but yeah, 40. Hi, good morning, Ms. Monica.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Thanks. Everybody settle down here. We've got Art on, Kim on, Dave on. Good morning.
Can you hear me now?
Good morning, is that Leon?
Oh, Sam.
Good morning, Stan. So we have Stan, Jim, Dave, and Art on the phone. Okay, we have in person, Steve Beth, Valerie, myself, there's about 40 people in attendance, and on the phone, we have Stan, Jim, Dave, and Art thus far. I believe that was Leon that just arrived. Is that you, Leon? Good morning. We can.
Good morning, Leon. The back of this audience, can you hear, Leon, say something, say good morning. Okay, Stan, sound check, can you say something?
Morning, everyone. Hope you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Art, Stan. Art, we know you're loud, but say it anyway, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Thank you. And Jim, could you say good morning so we make sure that you hear you in the back?
Good morning.
Okay? Oh, Dave.
Good morning, everybody. From River, Alberta.
Okay, I heard her, huh? There's plenty of people talking before we start this meeting, I want to officially make two disclaimers. The IT committee has found a program. I guess we need to give the disclaimer pretty good. The IT committee has found a website where we can audio and video the meeting, and Mike Albert has it set up on right. This is for a test only, and the camera is aimed at the board. We're sitting on the floor. There's 5 members of the IT committee who are watching this feed live. We're hoping that the technology can be used in the future for other people who are not local, etc. We have the technologies there for all of us to use, and we want to try it out. This is an unofficial recording, and at this point, it's not intended to be dispersed publicly. However, we are also doing an audio feed through our telephone system. We're recording this, and this will be available as soon as we figure out how to get all of you. There's a link that you'll have to go into on your computer or your smartphone, and Melissa tested it out yesterday with Steve, and it does work. It won't be video, it'll just be audio. So we're going to share this information with the people that are not present with us, if they want to be able to talk about for an hour or two. Okay, I'm just going to be recording, so we're live now.
This conference is being recorded.
Okay, welcome everyone. I'd like to call meeting to order. And our first agenda item is for Steve Beth to call the roll.
I'm going to call the roll out there for my first meeting. Art.
Here.
Dave. Dave. Dave Wiley.
Here.
Jim Allen.
Here.
Leon Brown.
Here.
Stan Hager.
Richard Michael.
Steve Ness. Steve from prison. And now Hager.
Thank you. I can't do this. Our next item of business, we are going to stand the pledge of allegiance. And Art, if you would say the first word to get us all started, please.
I will be glad to. Okay, I'm going to start.
Go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Another thing I want to, tell the audience and to remind the, board members that are on the phone, after each subject, I will call on each of you if you have a comment to make. We did this last year, we had a summer meeting and it worked pretty smooth. So we will be going alphabetically for all of our discussions. We will have a secondary chance to, come back with another comment, but if the phone had dead out at more than one person at one box. So once you get done with your discussion, if you would please say, over now, or done, or finished, or something, so we don't let you get a talk. Okay? Over. Okay, the next issue we're going to deal with is the approval of our previous meeting minutes.
All board members having in their possession a copy of the minutes of April 7th, 2015, following, or even involved. I'm asking for approval of the minutes as presented.
Thank you, Stan. Any objections to the board minutes?
I just have one comment.
Okay.
I think we remember something in there on the validity part of this. I didn't see that in there, but I'll give you and I just sit more information on that.
Yeah, this is Jim. We had back there, I had got the first, company in use.
Jim,
Yeah,
can you pull the phone away from your mouth a little bit? You're coming across very muffled. I know you're not talking to Bill.
yeah, okay, is it better?
Thank you. You talk a little slower too, so. Thank you.
Okay. I got to go to the company too, to do the testing. And I believe we have the way to have that done, but I don't know that really particularly mentioned in the motion. Or I kind of thought it out memory, I was good.
It was, I don't think we specifically chose a company when we made the motion, just to log the money, and then Melissa goes to check around for other providers, which she did.
Yeah, I will repair that you to check around for other providers. Again,
I don't recall that.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Steve, I believe that's standard procedure, anytime we don't have one, get it, while we the shop. That's the manager's job.
okay, then do we have a vote then for the session?
Yes, we do.
Good.
But let's get through this approval first, okay, then we'll on to that, okay? Okay.
There are different types of minutes that you know for this meeting, or minutes for a meeting up to the point where a list of after the meeting, and there was minutes that were provided to the RFP portion of the meeting. What are you voting on for you?
Right now, we're voting on the main minutes of the main meeting, the secondary RFP.
And you can tell them clarification.
So we'll go further with that next month. Okay, so do we have a second on approving of the minutes? And a second, okay. Is there any other discussion or questions? Okay, if there's no, question or comments, I think a vote. I'm going to look at Betty to approve the minutes. Art?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Leon?
Approved.
Stan?
Yes.
And Steve?
Yes.
Thank you, the minutes are so approved. Now, the second issue that Dave brought up, and I'll blame you for this, guys, I humbly apologize. We had a secondary meeting at the end of our last meeting, talking about the RFP for city property management, contract expiration. And, I thought that we had sent the minutes out to all of you, and I didn't get that until this morning. We do need to approve them. I don't know if any of you, I tried to send it out twice, and I was very late this morning, and I humbly apologize. I could read them, Or if you remember what we accepted, because we need to get them approved and moved on to the RFP, because they're going to start working on this another bill. Any discussion on, approval or let me push it out or?
I guess the question I have on this, Leon,
Yes.
is, Mr. President, this approval?
Yes, yes, there's two copies outside, it's a special. TDC,
Just in case, I would move the minutes to be approved as in.
okay.
That is changed.
Okay. So you guys did receive them this morning?
I did.
Okay, I apologize. Basically what it says, did all of you get them? Mark, did you see them?
I did, I approved, yes.
So they saw them? Jim, did you see them?
I haven't seen it.
Okay. Leon, did you see it? Did you finally get it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and Stan got it? And Steve, I hand it to Steve. So, read the minutes. Steve will read it.
The board meeting in April 7th, in the ballroom, everyone was in attendance except our secretary, treasurer, and editor, who's this is concerning the RFP request for proposal committee. City property management contract is currently scheduled to expire at the end of 2015, has been extended to September 16, 2016. The agenda of the board is to see the manager/management company that is versed in federal law with regards to homeowner associations and licensing in their zone. At the time of this meeting, the board felt it is in their best interest to entertain management bids from individuals/companies that have a minimum of 5 years property management experience as well as Arizona laws and statutes, or is willing to learn Arizona laws and statutes. At this time, the board also felt it would be in their best interest to keep their surgery in Arizona. The board also discussed accepting bids from individuals and companies out of California and New Mexico discussion to the board viewed the agreement with the home. The agreement that the scope would include seeking a management individual/company within Arizona home. Critical components when accepting the bid: strength and solvency, property management, company size, and have at least one management contract with an HOA of 1,000 or more units. On-site management, manager responsible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Manager will be a direct employee of said company, said management. All other staff is employed by Country Roads and managed by manager. Annual performance setting, minimum of 5 years experience with Arizona statutes, laws, and assistant board members with management. Provision of routine services, management, financial management, general administration, and administration of HOAs. Complete financial data systems with accurate reporting and online access. Ability to assist Country Roads with purchase, negotiation, and bids. Appropriate fee and fee schedules. This Country Roads culture, experience, and dealing with HOAs such as Country Roads or 55+ community. They widely move to approve the above listed critical components when accepting bids from provincial manager or management company. And they respected the motion passed unanimously.
Thank you, Steve. Is there, from the board, is there any other questions or comments regarding this document?
No, fine.
Okay,
I believe the conversation or meeting we had, the critical components are actually critical, but they're not exclusive.
okay. Not mandatory. They're critical, they're very important, but it's not like where you feel, right?
Critical are mandatory, but
Thank you.
Stan, may I have a follow-up question, Leo?
Sure.
Leo, I understand you're saying that the critical components must be met, but this will not necessarily meet all of the factors that will be considered. Is that fair understanding? That was my understanding. Okay, and thank you.
Okay, thank you. So do I hear a second on the approval of these minutes? So Stan seconded, okay. Thank you, Stan. Any other discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote. Art?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Leon?
Yes.
Stan?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Okay, the motion, the amendment to the minutes regarding RFP are accepted. Thank you. Could someone invite Melissa back next to us? Okay, I want to thank all of you that are here in person today. I want to thank our board members for taking time off their holiday and finding an outcome to climb to so they can get a good cell reception. I know that the board, a majority of the board voted for no summer meetings. We have some very, very important issues to cover. And therefore, I declared a meeting today. So I do appreciate all of you coming. The first thing I want to do is, I want to acknowledge Melissa Wood, resigning from her position here. She and I had a wonderful working relationship. I think Ms. Rose is going to miss her. I know Ms. Rose is going to miss her. City property management is in the process of interviewing another manager. We'll see what happens. Let's hope for the best. We get to train somebody new. So, Melissa, I want to thank you. And then, okay, that's all I'm going to do for right now. We do want to make this meeting as expedient as possible. In case you guys are out for right now, I walk down the house at 99 degrees at 8:30. Luckily, the air conditioner still works here in the bar, so it's nice and cool. So maybe you guys want to do the day, but the cafeteria is open, the rest of them. Okay, financial report. Stand here, if you can give us your financial report. And if you say the numbers slow, please, because if people finish the business in a minute, or right now, it's wonderful everything is.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. May 31st, or as of May 31st, 2015, our actual year-to-date surplus is $27,515. Compared to our budgeted surplus, we're $39,334 over what we planned to be by way of budget. So we're in excellent shape as of the end of May. Our year-to-date actuals are $129,800. That's actual dollars. We were budgeted to be have a surplus of $45,000 at this point, which means that we're actually $85,000 more positive than we had budgeted. So once again, Country Roads is in excellent financial position, and all things are running as we hope they would. Madam Chairman, that's all I have with regard to the many financial statements. There are other issues with regard to the financial report that I would like to raise, and I don't want this to be appropriate time.
I tell you what, if I have to do this, I'll finish off, okay?
All right.
Okay.
I have to express concern. I have expressed concerns about the planning authority with regard to Foothills Bank. One of our financial advisory committee members, not all, had discovered that we had a single account at the Foothills Bank in Yuma that required only one signature. You will recall that I wanted to change that, but was told that I could not without a court meeting. So that we would require two signatures. With Melissa's department, who was the single signatory at that time, I am recommending that we add and equal to that bank account. First of which is the Dollar Shoemaker, and the second of which is Barbara from City Garbage Management. I don't believe officially that this requires a motion, but to avoid any discussion or dispute, I will, by way of motion, include this in my treasury report that we had, that we remove Melissa from the signing authority from Fort Hill Bank, and that we had Dollar Shoemaker in my stead, and that we also had Barbara Dunn from Operations Protect Action.
Thank you, Stan. I think you also talked about Jim Summer.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I hadn't mentioned yet. Jim Stoner, adding Jim Stoner as well for the building,
So is this?
for the operational account of County Road.
Okay. So is this in the form of a motion?
It will be part of the overall motion for the financial, for the treasurer's report, so that's the first step that we did in motion.
So do I hear?
And one other issue
Okay, let's just address one motion at a time, okay, Stan?
all right.
Do I hear a second on, excuse me, do I hear a second on accepting myself, Barbara, and Jim Summer as signers on the bank accounts?
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you, Leon. Is there any further discussion?
At this one point, you didn't clear Stan's report first. That's the second time I know what we're supposed to do on motion this time. But I will second this motion anyway.
Okay. Now we finish this motion that I put in one order and then we'll go back into this steps, okay? Is there any further discussion on the motion of names? For signature?
I have a question, Dave.
Okay.
My question is it practical for someone who resides in East to be a co-signer on a bank account who resides in Lima? I have a mental picture of checks flying back and forth in the mail.
Melissa's gonna respond to that.
The reason to have the signature in Phoenix is so that you don't have to do checks back and forth in the mail. In other words, if, a payment is being made from an operating account in the foothills to the Mutual of Omaha Bank in Phoenix, Parker can sign that check in Phoenix, thus eliminating the need to send a check from Phoenix to Yuma for signature.
So this is not, excuse me, this is not a two signatures per check, just take different people. Is that correct? More than one person can sign a check.
Correct. At this point, the motion did not include to make it two signers.
Is that the management, the motion, Valerie?
Certainly.
I propose to amend the two signatures. I believe that is what our treasurer was trying to achieve by going in this direction.
Go ahead, Melissa.
If I may, I believe the recommendation from the financial advisory committee was that if it exceeded a certain dollar amount, and you may remember that dollar amount, was it 5,000 or was it 10,000, but there was a dollar amount that the committee was recommending.
It actually, I recollect it was $5,000 amount. Okay, but I haven't seen this recommendation. Yeah.
Okay, Stan, let's withdraw your motion to start over again, okay? Can you do that for me, please?
All right, Madam Chair, I withdraw the motion.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I will,
Withdraw your second?
Okay.
Okay, let's start this over again, okay? Okay, Melissa wants to give some background checks.
Can we further get a motion first?
Sure, Stan, would you like to make a motion that we accept your,
Madam Chair, I move the acceptance of the treasurer's report for the month of May for Country Road, RV Park. I'll second that motion.
thank you, Leah. Any discussion on Stan's original report? Okay, hearing no questions, I'll ask for a vote, and I'm just need everyone to say yay or nay, so all the yays, please.
Yay.
Yay, any nays, noes? Okay, the acceptance of this financial report is unanimous. Okay, now let's go on to the next issue of signatures on check. And Melissa has a little bit of history on that to share with us.
Okay, you have several accounts at the Louisville Bank. Your ambulance fund, all of the building fund accounts, and the association has one operating account. The operating account at the Foothills Bank is so that we can deposit cash from that country roads that we receive at craft fairs or kitchen into a local bank. Rarely if ever are operating checks written out of that account, simply because we can do electronic transfers if funds are needed from the Foothills to go into your operating account. What we need signatures for are the ambulance fund checks and the building fund checks. Therefore, both Jean Queasley, who was the head of the accounting department at City Property Management, she retired, I have now resigned. I would strongly recommend both of us be removed from all of those bank accounts. And in the interim, Jim Stoner is a year-round resident, he's the president of the building fund checks. Barbara Dummett is in Phoenix, and she can fill out the paperwork here locally. And should any ambulance fund checks need to be issued from Phoenix or any other check from Phoenix, she can be the signature on the account. And then Valerie can also be the signature on the account if anything, if you decide at a later date to have two signatures on the bank account, you can always do that.
Thank you, Melissa. Okay, is there any questions to Melissa's comments from the, telephone guys? Sure.
I'm gonna have to see the recommendation. I'm trying to put these together. What I'm assuming we are trying to do here is for the building fund, there would be, Jim Stoner and Valerie as the signatories and the new signature fund, okay? For the ambulance fund, there would be Valerie and, Margaret Dunn. Is that what you said?
No, it was one signature for Jack.
Yeah, I have a wrong thing.
Okay, we're gonna hang on, we're gonna get mine, hold on just a moment. Okay, go ahead.
I have a problem with the single signature on the check. It should not be given as a personal slight on anybody. Things change, people change, and this is a standard accounting practice. Two signatures on written checks. Now we have a different setup in Phoenix with checks coming out of there. I realize that. But I really feel that anytime we have an on-site system where we have to do the same, we need to.
Thank you for your opinion. Stan, do you want to make a motion?
Madam Chairman, I want to make comments first of all. Leon and I see things together, particularly. I have difficulty with having a single signature to a check that may have a significant account balance within it. Even though I understand the complications from an operational perspective, I support the idea that it is a multiple signature environment. And if necessary, we will have to again increase the numbers of people who can sign so that there's always two.
Okay, so would you like to make a motion to that effect now, please?
I would, but I don't have a name and maybe once I make a motion, we can discuss that. I move that Foothills Bank account, operation plan account, and that the building fund, operating building fund account require two signatures for checks to be issued locally. I included, then I get those, and so I move that, and then if I can have a signature, I will withdraw.
Stop, hold on, how about the ambulance time, want to have that in there too?
Yeah, I think it's for the ambulance fund as well, please. So that would be the building fund, the ambulance fund, and our
So that should be our first motion then, right? Okay, do I hear a second on that?
I'll second it. Dave?
Thank you, Dave, so I have a second. Now, any further discussion that we're going to declare two signatures required on text of those accounts? Any further discussion? Any comments from the floor? Okay, so I'm gonna take a vote. I'm just gonna ask for yes or no's. All those in favor, please indicate with yes.
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 Any no's? Okay, your first motion goes as carried. Now, we need to put names on those, Stan, please.
We do, Madam Chairman, I think in order to provide operational flexibility, we should have at least 3 individuals who are identified to the bank as meeting the requirement for 2 signatures. I have Barbara Dunn and yourself. I will open to a third individual represented by the rest of the board, and I would apply the same logic to both the Yogi Fund as well as the Ambulance Fund.
So probably just,
The rest of the board comments, please. I would do that. Another member of the board will be for an operational perspective. That's true. And as such, will not be covered from the liability perspective, nor may call into question the issue of whether country road dedicated that decision would also be covered. I understand, but I want to agree with you. Well, I understand your comments and agree with the evaluation of Mr. Silver. I think it should be a member of the board that's available or more reasonably available to your current character.
that limits us quite severely. Steve Metz is the only one here.
Our board is present quite frequently, is not for the summer.
He's
No, I am away from the market this summer.
Go ahead, Dan.
Building fund, which means that it is covered by liability as building fund is part of our organization. So from that perspective, I think he would be acceptable, but I don't disagree with Stan entirely. I think probably he, for example, has take that responsibility on.
Sure, go ahead.
This is a suggestion, can we consider the chair or the finance committee, is he not available for that?
No, he's not.
No.
Okay.
Steve Metz wants to say something.
May I make a suggestion that rather than identifying the signature by name, about their position, the manager of the park, the president of the board, or the secretary or treasurer of the board, if they are in charge.
I think Steve, that's a really good idea, but I think that means that specific names, or have to have minutes, to them to the name of the account. Okay, so let's go back, so for sure you want to put Valerie on it and Barbara, is that correct, Sam?
That is correct.
Okay, and the third name that we mentioned is Jim Stoner. Now, Melissa did confirm that he would be covered on liability issue because he is the president or chairman of the building fund.
Yeah, that means my requirements, I support that.
Okay, so is that your motion then?
It is.
Okay, so is there a second on that motion?
I will second the motion.
Thank you, ma'am. Any further discussion on those 3 people being added as signatures on checking accounts? Steve?
And I suggest before, that maybe myself, just in case somebody's not here.
That's a good idea, Madam Chairman, Stan, that's a good idea to provide us with flexibility.
Okay. Okay, so I'll add Steve Metz's name onto it, into these kind of changes to it. You know, that one. Okay, so any further discussion on that motion? Okay, So I'm gonna take a yes or no vote. The motion on the table is to put 4 names on the signatures for Cherokee County, that's my name, Valerie Schumaker, or Bennett, Jim Stoner, and Steve Nance. All those in favor indicate with a yes.
Yes.
Is there any no votes? Okay, your motion is carried. Thank you, Sam. Okay.
And it was the, it was believed to recover the order to avoid the application. Thirdly, I move that we, firstly, we have a TV which is about to expire.
Okay, Stan, hold on a second, that's not our agenda under your business.
Okay.
Yes. So hold that thought for 10 minutes.
I recorded it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Stan. We're gonna go down to Dave Wiley. Do you have anything to report from the HCCA?
I have nothing to report because there's nothing to report.
Well, these guys are still driving around the park with their green yellow hats, so there's still activity going on. Thank you. Okay. And now we're gonna go to our, management report from Melissa.
Thank you. On June 2nd, 2015, I contacted 3 local fire alarm companies to attend a pre-bid meeting in the ballroom on June 9th. The 3 firms were American Fire Equipment Sales and Service Corporation, Alarm Security Networks, and Precision Fire Protection Services. Not one of them showed up that day for the meeting. I emailed all of them a second time and set up 3 separate appointments. They all understood they would have this meeting by Tuesday, June 16th. Alarm Security Network provided me with an estimate to have the drawings engineered for a cost of $3,831. I did find out that engineer drawings are a requirement in accordance with fire marshal. And late yesterday, you all received, after I received, an estimate from American Fire Equipment Sales and Services. To date, I have not received anything from Precision Fire Protection Services. With respect to soil testing, I did find out that now this is the same company that performs our annual sewer meter calibration, actually removed the excess soil from retention basin number 10 and disposed of that at either C&D landfill or Copper Mountain landfill. So prior to doing that, they will have the appropriate analytical testing performed rather than the company in Coolidge, which uses a local company. And they will ensure that you would be in compliance with any hazardous levels that may be present. The contract was executed yesterday by your board president in accordance with the meeting directive at our cost of $2,200. Once that test is done, they will provide us with estimates on removing any of the excess dirt from retention basin 10, should the board decide to do that. With respect to my lobby room, each of the board members have been provided with the 3 estimates that were obtained. Paychex Risk and Safety Representative Patty Hernandez and I will be working on the OSHA regulations with respect to roll-off dumpster. We have installed a roll-off dumpster that is taller than the one that has been there in years past. So you have to make quite an effort to fall into that dumpster. But I will assure with Patty that we are meeting the OSHA requirements that she and I are in contact right now. The IT committee is working this summer on numerous projects, which include but are not limited to website upgrades to recommend to the board in the fall. Those of you who are here are very well aware that the installation of new light bulbs has begun. The on-site staff has begun all spring training, and once they finish that, they will begin with the other trees. They have also been placing roof coating on the monitoring buildings, and in the past 90 days, there have been 29 sales in the community, and there's currently 3 nests.
Very good. Thank you, Melissa. One thing you speak to them, actually, quickly, Dave Wiley brought up the water, picking up the ground. We had a water leak by the shuffleboard. and, or some court roads. And I gave you this, and someone told you that the streets were coming up from water all over the place, for years, you know, as you get it fixed, they raised the water now up to the street level, because it was very down about, 4 or 5 feet now. And they raised it out, so, and that has to be up, the streets are around, so it was beautiful. Okay, Dave?
My question was indicative of perhaps failing infrastructure, but it's just a one-off issue that's not.
So far, it's just one failure of the infrastructure. I don't anticipate it will be the last. Okay, next on our agenda is Mr. Armando. No, AJ, tell us what's happening. Come on. You guys, he's stepping up to the podium with a big smile on his face. He doesn't need a microphone.
That's right. That's what we're doing. Everybody here? Okay. First, I would like to, good morning. I would like to thank the coordinators, whose groups normally meet in the library. They work diligently to accommodate different areas while the library is being remodeled. So thank you very much for that. It's a task to do something. A huge thank you to Sam Shinlock. He provided the majority of the pictures, so we'll be going into the White Dutch photo where you see him here all this evening. So, Lloyd Black and Linda Brand for rounding up volunteers for meal deals during the summer. Thank you very much. Also, speaking of meal deals, the next meal deal will be Tuesday, July 7th at 5 o'clock. And it will be all-you-can-eat pizza from Papa Murphy's. So if you're aware of Papa Murphy's, they give it to you raw, you put it in the oven, that way you have this fresh pasta. Won't Pizza Hut, won't Caesars, it won't be soggy, and not hot by the time you get it to your plate. The movie activities will continue this summer, and we will have free popcorn and, of course, the big screen TV. Also, for the month of August, the ballroom will be closed for deep cleaning and refinishing the floors here at the ballroom. So activities and events will be put on hold until that is done. All right, so we all know that Melissa leaving us, and I would like to thank her for her many hours dealing with me sometimes. But I think Jimmy Valvino said it best. To me, there are 3 things everyone should do every day. Number 1 is laugh. Number 2 is think. Spend time in God. Number 3, you should have the emotions and tears. You laugh, think, cry. That's an every day. We're here at the roads. Has been that almost every day. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes? Go ahead, Aaron.
Could you have Carlos send me a copy of the report? I realize the acoustics in their ideal and agree with most three what he said. If you could just send us a copy of that, I'd appreciate it.
He's giving me the high sign, so as you know.
You're not alone, I was married when I said.
He's a nice mellow man with a gentle voice, so. Once he gets older, he can't hear, he'll learn to talk louder.
He's an old man with no hearing.
Well, you're not alone, you're not alone. Steve says so too. Okay, our next, item is the building fund report with Joe Stoner, and I'm not with us today, so we're gonna bypass that. I understand he has some health issues, and we'll give him our best thoughts and prayers. Okay, here we go, you guys. Next item on the agenda is the ballroom. And a ballroom.
Can I ask you a question, Dave? Can I ask you a question before you go there?
Certainly, Dave.
I didn't hear on board very well, but I thought I heard you say something about you finishing the board call. Sure, that would be last presenting construction regarding fire alarm for walls.
Actually, that's my first sentence on my report, is that, the answer to the question, yes, things could be delayed, depending on what we decide to do here. We're gonna have a February yes now. That was Steve's phone. So I can just disclaim that if the church is moving to the church, I don't know. Okay, Dave, to answer your question, AJ gave the report as it stands at this moment. What we do in the next few minutes to change some of those issues that we discussed, such as redoing the floor and the laundry room. Okay? So, I'm going to start on our agenda. We have talking first about the ballroom and then the decor. Yesterday, I emailed to all of you, northern visitors, who are at home, up there where it's not hanging, pictures of the existing ballroom walls, and if you look around, it's really pretty dirty. We have, Melissa has contact, first we're going to talk about the wall, the inside of the ballroom, the decorations, the wall covering, etc. Melissa has contacted a designer called Cat Design, her name is Kathy Dunn, and she will plan and project manage interior decorating of the ballroom for 4% of the expenses, with a minimum of $4,000 cost to us. Now, what she can do for us is she can do project management on the installation of acoustical wall tiles. She can project manage the painting of the existing walls that we do not put wall tiles on, and she can help us design window coverings for the windows that we decide to put the coverings on. And color coordination, et cetera. Clearway, Melissa has talked to Clearway, the people that put in our sound system, and they advise us with the type of sound system we have, that we only need tiles in the rear, on the rear walls. So that would save us quite a bit of money. The original estimate, a ballpark figure I'm going to call it, because it wasn't an official estimate, it's more of a guesstimate. The full estimate for acoustical wall tiles for the whole room was $35,000. I'm going to estimate that if we just do the back wall, and my estimate I believe would be high, I'm going to estimate $15,000 for the wall tiles in the back of the room. Melissa, a month or two ago, had an estimate for painting and texturing the whole room, and an estimate at that time was $8,000. I'm going to estimate a little high, because once you start looking at these walls, you're going, holy downward. I'm going to estimate $10,000 for painting and texturing these walls. So at this point, that puts us at $25,000 for the ballroom. That does not include the cost for any window coverings. Is there any questions so far on my comments?
Dave has one comment, we got $15,000 again, but we also got $4,000 for the designer.
You're right, absolutely right. That's on my list. Leon?
Yeah, I calculated out the cost of using panels that the person had given to the original estimate, covering the whole ballroom, and I come up with someplace around $115,000. I think your estimate might be a little short. Might want to be around $35,000 range. That's very expensive. Why? And then you would cost the panel.
I have that. I have it here. Any other comments? Okay. Good, good.
We have an idea, back wall, that's where the ceiling.
Yes,
Okay, so the roof, running
it's been removed. It was falling off. It's been removed, it's falling off. It was like 8-inch plywood or 8-inch panel. It was really crappy. And once you started taking everything else down, it was worse off. he pulled it down. Okay. So any other comments so far? Questions? Okay, so, at this point then, I don't know what the window covering costs. I think you can pay just about anything you want for window covering, from a few $1,000 to $2 to probably a whole lot. And we certainly don't want to go through the whole lot of money to get the stove. But we do need window coverings. And, I would like to make a motion, that we authorize $100,000 maximum bid for design plan to project manage the acoustical wall tiles, window coverings, and paint. Not to exceed, let me start it over again. I move we authorize, CAP Designs, $100,000 maximum bid for design plan to project manage the acoustical wall tiles, the window coverings, and the paint. Less than $4,000 for the cost of the designer, and the money to come from reserves.
I'd like to second that.
Okay. Thank you, Steve. So I have a second. Now let me tell you how the money can come from reserves. Right now, in reserves, we have $25,000 for the year 2020 for bridge and window coverings. The money sitting in the bank right now, waiting to be spent in 2020. However, they're gone now, we need to replace them now. We also have a reserve for the year 2016, $89,000. And this is for interior services and paint of the main complex. So, right now, to work on the inside of the ballroom, we have a reserve $114,000. And so the money is there. Is there any comments from the board? This is Dave? Dave, go ahead, Dave.
At the last meeting, we got approved for $65,000 to use for the fire alarm exit. $300,000 separate.
Yes, it is. We're talking now just about the design and cleaning as well. We're not talking about the streaming system. And that's it.
There seems to be a great deal of thought that we certainly have the expertise within our to figure out what the wall and how to paint the wall. That makes sense for a water. If I'm wondering from the floor, there's any comment that number is not well spent.
I would like to comment on that. Whenever we have outside professional help, we have someone to lean on and to point our finger at it. When another homeowner decides to paint this all of them black purple, everybody's going to be pointing at that person. And I would prefer it to be in the hands of a professional rather than someone who does it hobby and talented in the area.
And to go on top of what Steve just said, she will make recommendations. And just because she said she wants to paint it right thing, we do not have to accept that right thing. We'll go for recommendations and if it's not reasonable. Any other comments from the board? Yeah, I'm going to open this up to the floor now. So I would ask, AJ, could you do a roving mic drop for us, please? Zero time. AJ, taking the microphone now, we're going to go and get some comments from the floor before we go to this. So when you come to, you would announce your name and loud please, so the board can tell who's talking. Sure, go ahead.
First, I have a question.
Okay.
We have the threshold, but there is a recommendation, and how are the recommendations going to be reviewed and approved?
My thought is we did have a couple of people volunteer to be on a design group, and I believe that design group would come with the 2 or 3 people who volunteered. So it would just be one.
So it's not necessarily to move forward with
Not necessarily unless you want to know. I mean, unless you think it should be, but we're wanting to get the timeline here, so.
I'm just trying to talk about.
Sure. I understand your question totally. Okay, Jen?
With regard to the funding from the reserve for painting, that was, that funding was allocated for painting of not just the ballroom, is my understanding of that correct?
Yes, it is, but Melissa has been able, since she's been here, to have, a lot of the other rooms painted out of the operating expenses. So right now, there's no rooms that really need paint except the ballroom.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
You're welcome. Okay, Christie, go for it.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, my name is Kristen Collins, Elementary, and I'm also speaking about someone who represents Montrose all the time, people who are walking in, even now during summer, which I just want to let the people that aren't here know that it's awesome that we're having so much traffic in Montrose, especially with the peak season. But I would highly, highly, highly recommend to the board, same time I'm saying about people coming in to make our ballroom, very clean, very presentable as soon as possible for a number of reasons. We've got some competition coming up very soon down the road, and we need to have our ballroom in city shape before season starts, so that we can continue on with all the wonderful activities that we have. I appreciate the due diligence that the board has taken as far as our ballroom, but I would very much urge them for the future of our park going forward, with the kind of resident that's coming in, that we get this done and sealed and taken care of in an appropriate manner. And I want to thank you for that.
Thank you. Go ahead, Jen.
Madam
Yes, sir, please do.
You really asked the other non-elected board, the revenue workers that they choose it, and say, you think, we want to
I will. Art said that, and you're in the home, there's two Art, there's nice voices. What Kristen said, Art, was that, with her seeing lots of people come in the park even in the summertime, it's very important that we get this room up to quality standards so that we don't miss any opportunities this next season to entertain, people from outside our park. There is another ballroom going up at Fortuna de Oro. They've got big signs on the highway, big ballroom, big God, et cetera, et cetera. So what she would is, she didn't say quite that, where she would be to. Okay? Okay, Nancy?
Nancy said, that was my major question is, what is the time frame for completion?
That's a very good question, and we asked that, we didn't ask her that, but it will be done. Let's keep talking to her. It will have to be done in October, it will be. And again, that could delay or change the ballroom floor. We'll see. We've got a lot of things. Okay, any other comments from the floor regarding? Go ahead, Stan.
Now the largest ballroom in Yuma associated with parks like ours.
Sundance has a bigger ballroom.
The claims are that Sundance will be 2,000 square feet larger than ours.
And as we all know, size doesn't matter, it's how you use it. I'm talking about the ballroom. The size of the ballroom doesn't matter, it's how it's used.
I respect it. It may be yours, but for revenue generating activities, not the least of which would be craft sales and day roads, would be a conscious choice by the people who organize those to go to a larger facility, and it would affect income.
That's right, that's right.
I want shows perspective, in order to attract a bigger group. So, I may have this bigger, a clear need that our competition, at least for the private sector, is talking up to the point where it could affect us from an income perspective. If I'm not mistaken, they've also taken significant initiatives with regard to solar power so that they can reduce their overall operating costs. That's the same part.
It's a different part. Okay, Steve wants to say something.
One of the first time with people down there from the perspective of the large small is attractive from a number of perspectives.
Okay, what do you think? Go ahead, Steve.
My comment on that, other parts of the county measure up to us, I think that's fantastic that they all try to compare themselves to us, because we're still the best, we're still the most attractive, we're the most desirable place to live. And somebody wants to compare themselves to us, and we're the also going in every time against us. And I think we should all wear that pride of the fact that we are the best, and they're trying to do better than us. So when they're going to the ballroom, they're trying to build bigger than us, and I still want to be there.
Well said, Steve.
Okay, we have another audience member that would like to make a comment. Talk louder to the microphone.
She stood up right into the mic. Surround Harrison Law, my question is,
Right in front of you, no longer.
Are the students to be addressed, because I can see a lot of dark areas and students and, lights are not on in some areas, so the dark spots, I'm wondering about that.
Good question. Good question. We'll address the ceilings in our next topic when we start talking about smoke and fire alarm. Okay? So we'll talk about that. Okay, any other comments regarding the interior design issues with the ballroom? AJ?
Sorry, trying to get the mic down.
Michael Alberta?
Michael Alberta on 193. What I'm interested in is the master plan talks about making the kitchen bigger, making the restrooms bigger, and what we're discussing here has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with making this for $100,000 look pretty for October, without going into what the master plan talked about in the remodel.
Yes.
Yeah, on that also. This is the positive effect of that situation. Yes, it is money that is not being spent for decorating, and I think we think of it that way, but that's the easy way to think of it. But the money to remodel the areas that need remodeling, it will be a separate entity entirely in a separate plan. And the largest part of the ballroom should not be affected with the remodel, other than the sprinkler system that is recommended. So it would not be totally money wasted, any more than the sound system would be wasted, because it's all good and we'll all work together down the road.
Thank you, Steve. Doris Shimon?
Doris Shimon, 432. I just wanted to reiterate that I think it's definitely very, very important that we move forward this summer so that the ballroom is finished by the time the season comes. Armando has spent a lot of money on shows, and right now, if people came in here to look at a show, the way this looks, we would all be totally embarrassed. And I don't know if people would want to come back. So I definitely advise that we move forward.
Thank you, Doris. Did you make a comment from the floor? Any comments from the board? It was a little bit old. She said, yes, we need to do this. We have a lot of shows coming up. We have people coming in from outside the park. and then it would be very embarrassing for them to come in and see our dirty house. Basically, what she said. And so I had to raise it for her. Okay, any other questions from the board? Okay, Art, could you talk a little bit softer, please? Or move the phone away from your mouth a little bit? Okay. Yes, thank you.
This may be a big point, but one of the reasons that we're in the situation, of course, is because of the division of our coverage and our window. So, I want to include in the minutes that all of these window coverings, the new physical wall coverings, do in fact meet the requirements of fire marshal, and that they have to be labeled. They don't just say, okay, you can put these on the windows, they have to have a label on here, instead of it being that it is fire resistant. So, I know you, I know we would never put anything up again, it's not fire retardant, but I would like to do this,
Point very well taken, Art, and thank you for bringing that up, Ms. Vanessa got it in a minute. She's shaking her head. Okay, so let's take a vote on this then. I'm gonna do a head count vote, by person. And, I'm gonna ask Art, yes or no?
absolutely true.
Dave, yes or no?
Absolutely true.
Jim? Leon? Stan? Steve?
Okay.
And I say yes, and I can do so. Thank you very much, guys. You know what, we're gonna take, and I know you guys on the phone, but we're gonna take about a 5-minute health break. Everybody stand up and stretch, okay? So this is 5 minutes, we run to the bathroom and come back, okay?
We're talking about sprinkler system next to the machine.
What I was trying to say, I'm sure you're not.
We gotta go with the master plan.
You're right, you're right. I've been trying to get that going for 5 years. But what I'm saying, this causes that, we had this remove class, and it made it look like shit, so we have to make it look better.
But I like his point.
Yeah, so I saw that.
Bathroom.
I was just like, I know. I was
That costs a lot of money, this is already paid for. And that's what. But with the next topic, that can be done. It won't involve for this reason, still need a restroom, we still need a kitchen. My other state. That's our role and no longer.
It's already public.
SAJ, they're gonna start.
Everyone can take their seats, please, let's get the meeting back together. Okay, please don't sit down, let's keep going. Clear the bathrooms. Are my board members present? Everybody there? Who's not there? Thank you, Sandy, got it. Okay, we're going to reconvene the meeting now after a short little break there. Thank you all for coming back so quickly. Our next agenda item is ballroom part 2. And I put my own voice so thoroughly, I can't find them. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is the fire alarm system, smoke alarm system, etc. Melissa Klein was able to obtain bids for smoke alarm, and the company that came out is called American Fire Equipment Sales Service Corporation, and they are local. They have an office in Phoenix, in Yuma, in Shoalo, Pine Bluff, Lakeside. So they are a local corporation, and that was very important to a lot of us to try and on the local. Now they came out, and she told us in her presentation, she invited 3 companies out. Did the other 2? One of them showed up, all 3 showed up, but eventually. But they failed to give her any estimate except American Fire Equipment came through yesterday. Now what they offered us, and our board members have this, and I'm going to say the numbers out loud. American Fire Equipment also was here 2 times and did a review of our building. They also submitted an estimate for the water sprinkler system in the ballroom. Okay, so they've given us an estimate for that, and they've given us an estimate for a smoke and fire alarm. The smoke alarm only, smoke and fire alarm only, has an estimate of $47,554. And that can be done within 90 days. That would mean, putting things in the ceiling, putting a pull down alarm, and a Wi-Fi connection to a third-party vendor, so that they would be notified when the smoke alarm, fire alarm goes off. Melissa, help me out here, we have option number, that's option number one.
Right, option number two would provide that this fire alarm system be networkable or expandable to additional rooms. If the board chooses to do that, that would be a total of $51,046. So, roughly $6,000 more to make it expandable to other buildings in the complex. And then option number three is if the board were to ever consider the fire sprinkler, the monitoring of that fire sprinkler would be a one-time expense of $10,900. So they provided us with those three options for the fire alarm system and monitoring.
Thank you for the clarification. And then last month, in April meeting, this is where we, approved $65,000 from our project to cover. So at this point, we have money, available for up to $65,000. It would be $51,000. Option two is $51,000. Now, the American Fire Equipment Sale Company also sent us an estimate with pictures, diagrams, and equipment specification for a sprinkler system in the ballroom. The sprinkler system by itself, if anyone's going to write these numbers down, no, keep me honest, the sprinkler system alone is $73,990. That would be to sprinkler the ballroom. The kitchen is already sprinkled. Sorry.
Not sprinkler, they have, hood with suppression.
If we go with the sprinklers, it's not $93,990 plus the $10,000. Then we can also
Skip over, Mark,
okay, I'm sorry.
The part she skipped over was we would have to get access to a water source. And the excavating company that would do that would be an additional $22,500. So I think she went from 73 to 93, and that's where that number came from.
Okay, so we have $73,990 for the sprinkler system, $22,500 to get water from the middle of the street there and bring it in. The gentleman that we talked to yesterday on the phone from the sprinkler company said he has an office down on 40, and Melissa or Steve asked him, we asked a couple of questions that I'm sure are bugging me right now. He's guaranteed that we have enough water pressure toward this. In fact, we even have water pressure, reducing valves in the park because sometimes water pressure is too high. And he can get this done before season starts, if we act on it quickly. Okay? So we've got the $73,900 for the sprinkler system, and almost $11,000 for the monitoring system, because you put a monitoring system on it that hooks us up to Wi-Fi and a third-party vendor, so that when the sprinklers go off, somebody's notified and calls fire department, basically, and that's how the smoke fire alarm works too. They don't go directly to the fire department, they go to a third-party person who calls someone. So I don't know if y'all get that, but I do. So anyway, the bottom line here is that if we go with the sprinkler system, it's $107,000, $107,000, almost $108,000. And that would give us the full sprinkler system. Now the advantage to this would be, we can maintain the size of crowds. If, when the fire marshal started, most of you were probably here and listened to the fire marshal once or twice. She said if we only put the smoke alarm, we would have to smoke and fire alarm. We would have to decrease the size of the crowds in here by 150, 200, close to 200. Plus, we would have to tie all the chairs together or buy new chairs. So if we go with the sprinkler system, we don't have to tie the chairs together. We can maintain pretty much the same size crowds. We do have to submit some, diagrams of how we set things up for events, though. Because we kind of just did it the way we wanted to, what you wanted to see it. So, any questions from the board? Steve?
One of the things you failed to mention, and you were very thorough and everything, so I'm not criticizing you at all. But this, one of our major concerns was the structure of the building, whether it can handle the system or not. And what damage it would do to our existing seating house. The gentleman from there assured me that after having read our as-built drawings, our roof truss system is more than adequate to support the sprinkler system. They would be, most critical these tiles we do not guarantee that they won't damage some of them. But even though we put the speaker system in last summer or the year before, some of these had to be replaced. So that's a fine thing that they can work with that, so that we create some additional cost for additional tiles. But as structure will hold it, we do have a lot of pressure.
Good, talk to everybody else. Oh, yeah, Melissa was trying to interrupt here, because I know what she's saying. This company that talked to us, who was pretty open about everything, they're currently doing the remodeling and additions at the hospital, at the Regional Medical Center. And the people who he suggested we go to for the Trinity are also doing the Trinity at the hospital too. So they work local, they are local, etc. Okay, board, any more comments or questions? Go ahead. Oh, okay. Hold that thought, Dave.
I would like to move that we authorize the installation of the sprinkler system for $75,900. This is the central monitoring system for $10,910, and the excavation to provide the water source for additional $22,500, which would be a total of $107,400. The reflect we had already allocated and set aside for this project $69,000 project. The balance would come out of the replacement reserve would be $42,300.
Do I hear a second? Thank you, Stan. Okay, now let's talk about it. Who's first? Dave, go Dave. No, we don't.
You do not.
This is the monitoring system that works in conjunction with the fire alarms. The whole thing will be tied up in one hall.
But the options, I'm sorry, perhaps I'm not reading this straight. The paperwork presented by American Fire shows the option one, which is the basic service system, and option two is the management system. We're going to need when we go in on the office, all these other choices, but the bad out is only a fire sprinkler monitoring fire system. That's only going to work a week when the sprinkler goes. That's not correct.
That is correct. In as much as the Mojave room, the Aztec room, those rooms do not require fire alarm, and they do not require fire sprinklers. So while your intention is good, in as much as if you install a fire alarm system in the ballroom and want to make it networkable with other buildings, the safety factor, quite frankly, is if there's an incident in the Mojave room, you have suitable exits, and the likelihood that an alarm would save lives is probably less than what is involved. Whereas in the ballroom, you're required to do the fire sprinkler or the alarm system.
Okay, and you continue Brown. Well, you mentioned about the amount of time caretaker. I think you answered the question very carefully as a fire marshal. And what she said was up to 324, 325, that was non-required. If you went over that, it would be without fire, without sprinkler system. I believe that was her cutoff. So we still have 250, 300 people seated in the ballroom without planning service that be compliant with those fire marshals that in state.
Without sprinklers.
Without sprinklers. Yeah, so we don't need to, it just sounds, instead of like, you're gonna have fire,
Okay, point eight, more than 300. So what we do, it'll be nice not to worry about it. Okay, is it common?
We're only one time in the last 2 years, that over 300 people is out working, and we may have had more than 200 years.
No. We have.
Hold on.
How many attended the highest show that we saw last year?
The highest attending, last was, yeah, it was that center, we had 620.
All right, so we had 600 for the Texas centers that were seated theater style, and then excluding the Texas centers, what was your highest?
Before that was 525.
525. So our average show is 400 attending. 425 to 450 is average show.
Okay, is there anyone to say something? Go ahead, Stan, go ahead, Stan.
Three things. What was the cost of the buying new chairs? Second question I have is that under current building code standards, a sprinkler system would be required in our building.
Yes.
Thirdly, so if it would be constructed today's standards, it would be a sprinkler system. And thirdly, and this way to confer the cost of what we're really talking about here in additional funding, $42,300. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the chairs, does someone have a cost of new chairs that linked together if we chose not to do it?
No, we don't have that cost.
Okay. So, it is my point that if we're looking for $42,500 additional funding, then we want to take into consideration the cost of the chairs that were linked together, which, in my understanding, would no longer be required if the sprinkler system was in place.
Good point. Leon? Oh, sorry, Stan,
Yeah.
okay, Leon?
Okay, first of all, I'm not buying chairs. There's hardware that is used linked to the local fees. Well, that's not really buying chairs, not an issue. My understanding, talking to Kyle, the fire marshal, was that regardless of whether we have a sprinkler system or not, we're going to require a fire alarm system. Now, probably before we get it on, we find out for sure what's going on. Secondly, I'm looking at this, looking at this, system they're talking about, the number of solutions that I don't understand. Well, for a vote on this right now, I think would be premature. Another issue is this is, in fact, new construction. And we do have $65,000. We will maybe not have 65 if we have to put in a fire alarm system. New construction, or new project is not qualified at all for funding. And if we take total amount for this particular project, the sprinkler system, it exceeds the $98,000 limit we can spend money to without going back to homeowners for our loans. I hopefully believe the homeowners will support this because I certainly would be selling that. But I think we have to
Any other comments?
Madam President, this is Art.
Go on, talk softly.
As everybody knows, wherever my heart is, and I know the heart of everybody was in the same place. But we're talking about a lot of the physical aspect of the sprinklers of the fire alarm. I believe it's all in lives. And I really wrote down that I about to read, and bear with me, it's very short and it's dragging on. What I want to share with you is that the sprinkler system is the most effective device for a self-operating, for protecting and safeguarding against life, loss, life, and property. Occupants of the building who are aware of the presence of the sprinkler protection can feel secure that any fire will be detected and applied in storage and that an alarm will be given. But I want to start now with the wrong safety aspect of this. It's strictly safe lines. I know this is a expense that we would plan for it is an expense I really do find fun. We find fun to do even in Mojave, all major models today. I feel this is a life safety issue we need to move forward. I'll be honest, very long ones. I have a little better deal with the situation that the sprinkler system in. You do not worry the requirements of the fire houses. That you don't still have to be able to work people in opera. So maybe I'll bring up a good point. As President, to deal with these things, points. But as everybody knows, you're not hearing on and on for the sprinkler system. So with that said, I'll be very long. Thank you.
Yes, Jim.
I can see, as we call it, my understanding is still have that margin.
Yes.
And I think we need to talk about that. Yeah, I'm really important on the really practical thing. It's not a decision. We're not going to do it about 8% of the budget, all the good investment.
Well, listen, you possibly, Paul, we'll call that. We'll call it, okay. Melissa's going to cooperate at this moment and we'll call the other fire line and confirm between the sprinkler system and the fire line. Yes. You're right, okay, I'll reword that comment.
This is what I don't know, referring to, Paramount is stipulated, as you all know, so she is not as, Paramount very happy jurisdiction requiring things. I think the question that we have is, for the sprinkler system, do we also have that? One,
yes.
She said, I do believe though that Melissa has left, if I remember our conversation, she required, fire one system is required basically before we occupy that building in the fall. The sprinkler system, I believe you will work with us. If we show good faith and we are working toward the sprinkler system, get the money and maybe let them plug things, off and turn. But it's already the sprinkler system, next time,
Okay, she has left the room, so yes, good.
I understand that the fire was here over the years, and while they might have the system, they will not require.
And I'm looking at the notes she gave, it remarks that highly recommended that the building be retrofitted with a sprinkler system. In addition, it's highly recommended, but not required.
I think, Madam President, if I might, I'm not disagreeing with what anybody is saying. What she is really saying is that the requirements that she has forced on, i.e., the hospital and finding chairs, will be, whatever I might say, eliminated, should we so eliminate those chairs. We're not alive, so the things that she has to have. The sprinkler system is not required by this fire marshal. She is the authority of the jurisdiction. A sprinkler system be a very ready sprinkler installation complex.
Yeah, keep talking. Melissa's not back yet. Go ahead, Andy.
I'm concerned again for sliding on the firearm versus sprinkler system. I'm also, in other spots we have with board members, if I can install a sprinkler system, we have sort of, we can look at our possibility of expansion, looking at the ballroom, because we have the distance to work around, so it's going to have to be reworked, we expand the ballroom, and it also perhaps a bit impurities on the fire sprinkler system, so there's a lot of information on what the future of the ballroom would be expanded.
Okay, point taken. With the sprinkler system, we would save money on insurance. We don't know how much, but, you know, is it $1,000 a year, is it $10,000 a year, I don't know. Melissa's not back yet. I guess my confusion, or this lack of education is, if we have a sprinkler system, do we need the fire alarm also? And you guys are saying yes, so that's what we're going to confirm with the fire alarm. Yes.
You did say the exit smart and the light system and all that. So
Yes.
that's our
Yes.
Sure, Steve. This is just me on my soapbox here. This mistaken belief, and I truly believe it's a mistaken belief that we're not allowed to do anything. In the summertime, you know, 1,000 people aren't here to say no, or yes, whatever the case may be. The people of this park elected a board of directors to make these decisions. Huge amount of money, like if we want to spend $1 million, no, that's beyond our level. But that would have to go to the homeowners, anything over $100,000. We have already committed, and by our sworn oath, when we took these offices, that we would do everything in our power to protect the common grounds of this park and to protect the common good. And I think this is what we're doing.
Thank you, Steve. You're going to with no answer. Keep walking down the aisle. Jeff, I'm just giving you a document so they can tell what's going on.
I haven't been able to reach it, but I checked.
Okay. So is there any comments, any more comments from the board?
I have a question.
Okay, Sam.
I understood that if we put in a sprinkler system, that it's not that the sprinkler system, if the sprinkler in fact went off, it would send an alarm to a third party.
Yes.
In fact, notify the fire department.
Yes.
And I also understand that all the sprinkler systems, one trigger, also allow for, not allow for, trigger a valve alarm system within the building. If those two components are ready, with going around parts of the fire marshal and any other fire marshal coming in and imposing stricter guidelines. Finally, with regard to the building, I am of the belief that if we sent to the fire alarm company that would, if approved, install the system, say, to them that we are likely to, if we have an opportunity to expand and we would expand or change, that we wanted that system to be able to accommodate increased flow, then we could be assured that in future development situations, we were well positioned. Finally, if we go through the sequence of preparing our ballroom this year, and then decide to bring in someone to be a fire alarm system next year, or the year, or a sprinkler system next year, or the year after, will we then in fact be presenting an opportunity to then be the ballroom floor again? So we need to think sequentially and flexibly with some flexibility of doing it. My view of it is that this just makes really good sense if we stipulate
Thank you, Stan. Melissa wants to add something.
Thank you. Board members, if you will please look at option number 3 carefully. Page number 2 of the fire alarm bid. Option number 3 is fire sprinkler monitoring / alarm system. This option is the minimum required system to provide the fire sprinkler water flow switch and the valve tamper monitoring to meet COY and minimum FPA 72/13 code requirements. Now, look down where it says includes. It includes Otter FSMP with 1 smoke detector, 1 manual pull station, and 1 form strobe device. It includes the cellular dialer. It includes connection to the fire sprinkler riser water flow tamper switches. All of this is your alarm. This is your alarm. And I firmly believe that that is the alarm that's required when you have a sprinkler system.
Yeah, it's
Any more comments from the board? Okay. Okay, point taken.
And I'll call the question.
What's the question?
Point of order, Madam President.
Yes.
When the question is called, you need to vote on whether the clerk actually called the question. You don't direct to go to the question. Oh, you do. You don't. You vote on whether you finish debate or not. Now, second, you vote.
Never really started, I mean, but he doesn't, but anybody can call the question, it doesn't require a vote.
Okay, well, we haven't heard the audience yet. And I would like to hear your comments from the audience before we do the vote. Well, there may be other people that didn't clap, so does anyone in the audience have a comment or question regarding the sprinkler system? We have someone in the back, maybe walking in the back. Okay, someone's waiting, hold on a moment, sir. Someone's waiting on the paper or something, so go ahead. And talk loud, sir.
We do not have firearms. Because we have rooms you cannot be in, you're in the bathroom with fire, turn pieces are off, no way. You notify the fire, you have to flashing lights, can't hear. You have to be on the rear. You have the staff.
Okay, I'm sorry, we can't hear what you're saying. I think I kind of know what you're saying, but could you try it one more time, a little bit louder, please?
You are going to be required to have a firearm system. You got the bathroom back there, there's fire out there, people are in the room, whatever, they have to be notified that they're required. And there also has to be flashing strobe lights in the bathroom, and you notify people that are part of the computer. There's also a telephone wall.
Thank you, point taken.
And the second part is, you're gonna have to decide before you spend all the money, from the service county system, or we're gonna reach it, they're gonna have to tear these walls out after you can and put everything up. Or you're gonna have a wireless system, you don't have to do that, you put it in and train electronically. And it's a in the cost of installation. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? This concern was the people being able to hear the fire alarm in the restrooms. And I don't know about you, but most fire alarms I've ever heard, you need to go to the restroom after you hear it. So, hopefully that wouldn't be an issue. Yeah. Okay, any other questions or comments from the floor? Okay, Leon, go ahead.
I can't support the sprinkler system, not because I don't support the sprinkler system. I think it's a really good idea. What concerns me is we're spending beyond what we're allowed to spend to do this on a new project. I think it has to go back to the homework. I want that notice in the minutes.
That's what you got, you, that's not okay.
Yeah, I have a question slash comment. If it turns out we vote on this motion for $107,000 and subsequently turns out the whole idea of all these $56,000 alarm system, what happens?
Gonna come back to the table. It will be, yes, Sam?
I have a question.
Sure.
Should we divide this project into component parts, which are fire alarms, which we prepare to, and additional funds required sprinkle, because we already approved for some $65,000 for the fire alarm system. What we're looking for is my estimate is an additional $30,000 for a sprinkler system. Is that correct?
Theoretically it is. Yes, we did, I understand where you're going. Because 10,000 out of 65 would be the alarm system, is what he's saying. But let's just look at the whole number, Dan, let's not split it apart quite that. Let's look at the whole number, $180,000. Okay, Dolores, someone would like to say something? AJ, wake up.
Dolores, Lot 432. This is what, $107,000. I just can't imagine any of our people objecting while this ballroom is torn up into shambles, that we would spend $107,000, and I can't imagine they would object for us to have safety and have sprinkler systems. I think the board needs to get off their duff and get something passed.
Thank you, Dolores. Michael, wants to comment?
There's a letter, I believe, you read from the fire marshal, and I would like to read that part again, since Leon wants it in the record. It says that the fire marshal highly recommends. The fire marshal highly recommends that we do something. This board is not going to do it, I can't see that, I can see that.
Thank you, Michael. What did you refer to those remarks at the end of the report that all of us have agreed to? Is highly recommended the building be retrofitted with a fire sprinkler system in addition to the enormous life safety component. There are other benefits to the building protected by a fire sprinkler system, but not limited to. We use security screening, greater dependability in the event of fire, increased evacuation time, and other parts of the code that allows for us to restrict the license. Yes, another one to say something.
You just use the word retrofit, so why is Leon saying new construction?
Retrofit to me says, it falls in the category of replacement research. If you retrofit it on the building.
It's not new construction.
Correct. In my mind.
Kristen, hold on, Kristen's gonna say something.
This is Kristen again, lot 113, I know you're asking all the time. Very passionate about our park, but I can't believe this board would put one life at $107,000. One life. I don't understand. Thank you for protecting the lives of the people. Also, I would like you to think about how much time it takes to hook chairs together and where are you going to store them? It's a maintenance issue, completely $2, okay, but who's gonna hook them, who's gonna unhook them, and where do you plan on storing the chairs once they're hooked? Because this always doesn't keep the chairs in it all the time. But think about that, gentlemen, as you're contemplating, and I'm very passionate about this, as you're contemplating the dollars, let's look at the life that you're contemplating as well. Thank you.
I think Melissa is gonna call from here, so, any other comments from the floor? Okay, here she comes. Melissa's walking back, she's talking to Gail regarding the sprinkler versus fire alarm system. I guess we're gonna hear from her. This is Michaela, our super fire marshal.
Kayla, do you hear me okay? Okay. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to get you so that you can be heard. We have several proposals that we are looking at from Eagle Fire Equipment and Sales. We knew that we had to retrofit and get a fire alarm system, and they have provided us with 2 options. They have also provided us with an estimate to install fire sprinklers. And with that fire sprinkler, would be a fire sprinkler monitoring alarm system. And it says this option is the minimum required system to provide the fire sprinkler water flow switch and the valve tamper monitoring to meet COI and minimum NFPA 72/13 code requirements. He then goes on to say that it includes 1 smoke detector, 1 manual pull station, and 1 horn strobe device, the cellular dialer, connection to the fire sprinkler riser water flow tamper switches, and he goes on to talk about the connection to electric water valve or fire sprinkler riser. My question to you is, Kayla, is that fire sprinkler monitoring alarm system sufficient?
Okay, I can see specifically that he did delete the notification appliance for the /strobes throughout the ballroom. But you're saying we need to add that back in and
Right, we may not need as many horns and or strobes to be in compliance, is that?
okay, very good. That is all I needed. Thank you very much. I will, thank you.
What you just said is that, what you just said, we're scaling from a farm fire marshal, and Melissa read the, guidelines that they submitted to us, and she's concerned about the occupant notification, because right here in option 3, we talked about $10,900, it deletes, the warrant. She said we have to have occupant notification. For the $10,900 portion of the bid to work, we need to have the ability to have occupant notification within the ballroom. So we need to change this a bit. But otherwise, what they're offering us is past standard. So if the quote right now is $10,900, and it's obviously going to go up a bit and put in some more horns and whistles. Listen.
I didn't, Don, can I ask a question?
Sure.
I didn't quite get it, whether we needed, or whether one precluded the other. I thought perhaps, but I don't know, I think I warned you, so that was before.
Write that down, the young community is confused.
Yeah. I still don't understand whether we require both, if we have service, or whether we only have to have service. And from what I can see, you still require a fire alarm system in addition, if we have services or not.
Well, what she said to me on was option number 3 is indeed an alarm system. And it meets all of the requirements with the exception of notification. And she simply said that we need to get the vendor to add crowd notification back into that portion of the bid. But all other aspects meet the NFPA code with respect to the fire alarm.
Okay, so just so that I'm clear on this, option 3, but we may say that they're going to $5,000, I don't know. If you take option 3, and then we take the sprinkler system, that would meet the requirements of a fire alarm system, which is what we actually require, as well as providing the service.
You got it.
And this bid does include one horn or strobe device. So it would be a matter of adjusting that to what is required for the amount of space. And there's no one here that can estimate those costs.
Of course.
Let's look at the fire alarm system by itself, in that we cover all spaces that are normally occupied by people, plus all concealed spaces, i.e. the admin spaces, storage spaces, under the stage. Now that would, just as a fire alarm. So we have a fire at any one of those locations, our occupants are notified, we do our egress, get out stage. When we put a complete, fully on all of those areas are covered with sprinklers. So if we have a fire in there, I think what the fire marshal is saying, the sprinkler system is unactivated, the fire alarm system is unactivated, and we're going to notify the people in the hours now. The original, I think it was so everybody is notified. So that means we may have had, something back, somebody was in the back room, and could hear real well, hear it well. So those are the things that I think we look at. I think what he's saying is that if we put a sprinkler system in, we're sure that the sprinkler system will activate that federal alarms.
Right, thank you. That's the way I interpret what you said, so I know you folks can hear her, but that's what you said. Okay, any other questions or comments from the board? Okay, hold on, Stan. Hold on, Steve. Stan, go ahead. Let's see, man. That's what we did. Okay, Stan, Steve, would you like to review your motion, and I believe he wants to make a change on it at this point.
I would like to modify my motion to approve $73,990 for the sprinkler system. To approve $22,500 for excavating $2,000 to the monitoring system would be a total of $10,900 for a total of $107,500. I would like to include the 2% contingency, we have that $117,500.
Do I hear a second for this amended motion?
I'll say that,
Thank you, Art. Okay, any further discussion on the amended motion? Now I'm going to call for a vote by name. Art? Dave? Jim?
I'll approve this in the understanding we're on that $550,000.
So you're voting yes then, for Steve's motion. Okay, Leon? Okay, we're voting for 117,000, so that would not include an alarm system financially, so we're good. Stan?
You bet it.
Steve? Yes. And I vote yes. It's passed. Yes. Yes. Okay, and so you, remove this comment regarding not approving, the sprinkler system that he made earlier, or it's going to go to the design, and vote against. Okay, thank you, now, we accept your change your mind wholeheartedly. And that's the cameras here that we're all right now. Okay, on to the next issue, guys, I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible, but the next issue is the Mojave Room. And I'm going to give a quick presentation on this. As well as the Mojave Room was, the building that was set aside, $45,800 to remodel the Mojave Room. The reserve account, homeowners association put aside $25,000 for a total of $70,800. We received 3 bids. The first one from New Valley Contractors was for $95,800. If we add on the costs that we have in-house, I'm going to call them in-house costs, is a total of $11,800. That includes inspections, design fees, the cabinets, etc. That includes $11,800. So the bottom line on the New Valley Contractors is their bid, including in-house costs, $25,000 over budgeted amount. Pilkington, their bid was $69,600. With the add-on costs, their bid is $10,600 over budget. Whiting Wiles, his bid was $79,929. With the add-on amount was $20,929 over budget. Pardon?
The last number,
the last number was, Whiting Wiles, his budget, his contract amount was $79,929, which puts us over budget of $20,929.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, next item on the agenda. Let's talk about, Stan, we get to listen to you now, about the reserve on the city renewal.
Valerie?
Yes.
Where are we on the audio? Are we going to move here to add the specialist or?
Not unless somebody brings it up.
I would take that over.
Okay, how much do you want to add?
Let me do a little distinction here. The estimates that are wrong are those that are far off. What we added to after we did the estimates, the time we are finding water, and we're going to go and drain for all our pipes. And so we have that problem for that. And we're on this one. The other this being Ohio, even though it's not this, it is because of So I was doing the last six months in Missouri, whatever, and the Lord is not what I used to work out.
And how much do you want to do? And how much do you want to, up the money and the contract?
Well, I would go with cooking, and they were low, so I think they're always about, we're not going to get $6,600, I think I will do it. I would go with, well, I would say I think most of the $45,000 a week. I was nervous, and so they had worked on for cooking.
You have your second? Any comments from the board? Okay.
I've spoken openly about this little huge community that we have in our hearts. Given the priorities that we're about to talk, that we're about to speak about in terms of requirements of the park, in terms of fire hydrants and so on. It drops yet in my estimation a further cost in terms of priority requirements for the park. The $25,000 that was set aside was sold on the support of the park item, was sold on the basis that it would be for the mechanical system. This is clearly not the case. So I urge the other board members, including yourself, Madam Chairman, to turn this back to the building fund committee to determine whether or not they wish to underwrite additional costs. And at this juncture to put it on hold. We have bigger, more important, more safety-minded residents to care issues to deal with that work.
Thank you, Sam. Any other comments from the board? Any comments from the floor regarding adding money to the Mojave room?
Now?
Yes.
Sure. Sure. I would like to say on the fire marshal has issues with their work. Apparently that roof at one time was trying to go today. A lot of people in that roof, and they opted out. That needs to be resolved. As far as Dan's point about the air conditioning, it's now the cost. That's it. It's hard to say what it's cost.
Very good. Okay. You want to know? Lola Stone, want to add something?
Lola Stone, Block 1223. I think adding this extra money to the Mojave Room is a big mistake. That building needs more than what this is going to take. When we talk about the drainage, and when that building was built, it was built strictly as a storage area. So it is not up to standards. It needs to be torn down and rebuilt. And for the amount of money that you are putting into that building, it's a waste. Tear it down and do a new structure, if that's what you want to do. But don't spend this money on that.
Thank you, Lola. Any other comments from the audience? Actually, what she said, what she said is that, she feels that the whole building should be torn down and start over again, basically, because it has so many flaws in it. And then, so what she said is that it's a waste of money to put that much money into a building. So, go ahead, Laura.
I'm Barbara Taylor, Disability Father, and I obviously agree with her. I think that my room works well. I think with the 30-year, all these buildings that have been built here, we can't tear them down and rebuild. That won't happen, and we do need the room. So things that have been planned for it should continue. I think that the building is done, as I said, they're putting in 45, I think it is. And the highest price is what, 70 something?
81.
81. Well, the building fund not goes over 2,000 without coming for their board, the group, and meetings. So that's another place, all been cleared out, ready to go for the construction of the things they're going to do. I don't think that we should just table it or forget it, because I think that on plans, and it should continue. So, that's my opinion.
Thank you. Barbara, I'm not sure if you guys heard what she said, but she said we should continue with it, it's to go, and then we need room. So, she was in conflict with what those. You get any comments from the floor? Okay. I'm going to call for a vote. Yes, ma'am.
There's lighting, that needs to be dealt with. And, excuse me, I doubt seriously that we would be able to rebuild the facility in that location for that money. I agree, we definitely need the space for meetings. So, you know, we're gonna pay money for this anyway, because we're gonna have to bring this building out to code. Fireworks has already seen it. So we need to go get a better bang for our buck. Now, I think even $15,000 that Jim has proposed is something that doesn't necessarily have all spent. So if there's money left over, I think that would go back into the reserve fund. So from my perspective, I think this is money well spent.
Thank you, Ron. Any other comments from the floor? Go ahead.
This is Gordon,
Of course.
I do support this. There are some things like Leon brings up that have to do with the RSI safety. It sounds like that, you know, we're through the process of the remodeling of the doors, we're going to deal with the mechanical part of it. The doors do need to be upgraded and hardware, and I refer back, I think, Dave, probably has a here one the details that was a legal detail I had just his opinion. There's some other things that we're going to be able to rely. So, right over the room, maybe you guys start down and build a room, if we build a room, and they more floor space already had. So in that, I think you got to do structure. It is a concrete block building. I understand the amount of time involved, basically, the same construction as the halfway room rooms for the other animals in my state.
Any other comments? Martin, say that again?
I would say,
okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to call for the vote now. We're going to do it one at a time. Start alphabetically with Art.
I agree.
Dave.
I agree.
Jim.
I agree.
Leon. Stan.
No.
Steve.
No.
The motion passes to come up with $15,000 to continue the process on the monitor. Melissa, if you would, work with that. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is, now we're going to go to the reserves fund for the CD. Stan, cut this in this moment, and we're getting close to the game for you guys, so we'll make it kind of design.
I told you about what I can.
Okay, bye. Stan, go ahead with the CD renewal motion.
I'm recommending that we move that fund over to a small account, which is a account that diversifies and places our money in, so that it's properly insured. And when we reinvest it at the best rate that we can find within the individual our CD account.
Okay, second, and who was that? Yeah, thank you, Leon. Okay, any discussion about this? Any discussion from the floor? Okay, I'm just gonna take yes or no vote. All those in favor of moving the CD to the regional law, indicate with yes.
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 Any no's? Standing motion passed. Thank you very much. Next thing we're going to talk about is the library major, concern, in the lavatory room with the countertops and the plumbing, and he's all in his work into it. Melissa, came a bid, and she would like to talk about it.
I provided the board members with bid, actually, the lavatory hose had came from Rose Construction. And this was taking out all of the existing countertops, approximately 56 linear feet, then reinforced underneath for new countertop and relocate the existing water system. The total cost is $4,500, and I sent a copy of the 2015 reserve study expenses, and you will note that lavatory contingency has $10,000 in it for this year. I would like to recommend that the board of directors authorizes $4,500 from reserves.
And I will make that motion that we authorize $4,500 reserves to repair, the countertops and the plumbing in the back of the lavatory room. Steve just seconded it. Is there any comments from the board? Any comments from the board? Okay, we'll just take a vote. All those in favor, indicate with a yes or an aye.
Aye.
Any opposition with a no? Okay. My motion passed. Okay. I think it's easy. Okay, rock installation. Steve is going to talk about this.
We have, for many years, been talking about how much water we waste, water in our lawns, how much manpower it costs to maintain these lawns. So there's a competition, been over around quite a while to remove the grass from the area between here and the administration building, around that little fountain area that used to be the fountain equipment area. And right outside of the house, the grass area is to be removed, and across the street in the big hole retention area, that we're proposing to remove the grass and irrigate it around and dig up the rural wells so that it can be percolated. So the water will run good again, and it's no longer very first. So to do those two areas, we have a bid on that from David Sanders Rock for $5,251.98. In addition to that, I would like to add the two grass areas on each side of the entrance. So one on the entrance and one on the exit side of 32nd Street. I would like to remove the grass out there. And became more tolerant. And it's not to that degree, and it costs a whole lot of money. We're talking approximately $30,000 a year just to maintain these lawns. So I would like to add double the block bid. I talked to David this morning, and he said that it's approximately the same amount of square footage. So I would like to make a motion that the board authorize $10,500 for lawn to remove grass, which we won't buy any of the I was interested in $30,000 for the project.
Do I hear a second? And who was that? Thank you. Oh, you're still with us. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor then to remove the grass behind Melissa's office, basically, to remove the grass next to that yellow house, and the two grass areas before you come in the park, right, Steve? Okay, any comments from the board? About 30,000 we're estimating later. Yeah, I think you would. Any comments?
This is Art.
Yes, Art.
I hear what you're saying, and I will skeptical of the $3,000. But so here, our road running to grassy areas out there where there's 700 some in, or less little water, it's very active. And I would like to, this is not part of the motion, but I want to see going. It is improved by, if we need to, initiate a study of our part, and, upgrade all of that under it. So that's my view.
Thank you, Art. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave was going to talk and couldn't hear.
Grass area down the center of the, incoming and outgoing roads from the north side of the Monkey Start.
Yes, yes. Somebody's got one block.
It also leaves the grassy area around the 9 holes.
And the second comment I have along the way, we need to get some professional looking desert landscape. Because it doesn't look beautiful, big rocks here or back here, some go color and that, but it is make our entrance just a extra special if we take time after we stuff in part two, we won't lose that.
I agree. Did someone else want to speak in there? Only a second.
After we finish this motion off, the market, David's motion to have a study that you get into drug use plan, I will be willing to second this.
Okay, well, let's get through this first, we'll come back, okay? Any other comments from the board regarding the travel expenditures, $10,500? Any comments from the homeowners? Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to remove the grass from between the swimming pool and the management office, and to remove the grass next to lot 292, and then the grass out on 32nd Street. Okay? So I'm going to call for a vote as a group. So all those in favor vote yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All those against it with a no or a nay. Okay. Art says no. Okay. So we have a 5-1 vote.
And now for the same reason, we're going to put now this through with the rock in there, and then,
Yeah, I understand. But you have to go.
I would like to make a motion.
Hold on, let me hang on. Steve, your motion was passed to expenditure of $10,500 for the gravel, and our staff will start working on it. So those of you that are here all summer, you're gonna see some grass that go off, they have little grass. Okay, go ahead, Aaron.
I just wanted to, make a motion that, our manager part, get whoever that might be, the EDA study, with, for example, landscaping, the development and landscaping plan, for the entryway and that area down into the first hall, to include those plans and get down to zero scape or something to that effect. It really do, I think it was very happy for those landscapes, so that would be my motion.
Do we need to put money on that, because if you hire a landscaper, it's a cost management? Just for landscaping? Okay, Melissa said we can contact someone and then come back to it anytime. And it doesn't need to be a formal, it's just the president telling Melissa, would you do that, please? And she's taking it, yes. Oh, we don't need a motion to request the manager to look into a landscape design. So if it was a good idea, you guys, and she's writing it down in the file.
I think we should extend that to the rest of the park as well. There are other areas of the park where we do use a lot of water.
Okay, thank you.
I said that, the name of my motion makes sense.
Okay, well, except it's not really a motion, we don't have to make a motion, I just need to tell Melissa what to do for another 3 weeks. And then we can tell someone else, yeah. Okay, thank you, Bill. Yeah.
So basically, we just approved to do 4 individual areas. And that's what we do large areas, and it's distributing the individual median and around the flagpoles. And They are also water hogs and, manual labor to maintain them. So, but this is the step in the right direction, showing everybody by the time they get back in October, they will see how good this goes. And that maybe they will be more agreeable to removing that grass. Because that grass on the entrance way was the first thing I saw when I came into the park, and the initial position of this park, and it was beautiful. And I didn't realize how much the grass was in the world and how possible.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, the next item on our agenda is fire hydrants. And, this is Steve Menzies again. I would like to put it at this point that, I want to thank the family, of the homeowner who had a disaster happen. I want to thank the family for, speeding up the cleanup of the area. It was very sad to see the burnout, and I just, they were proactive in cleaning it all up. I appreciate that as a homeowner, I appreciate that, so. Okay, Steve, go.
Valerie mentioned the fact that the landlord's home had been burned, and pretty much to the ground, and sadly we lost this family there in that fire. And when the fire department went out here to fight fire, there was two fire hydrants that they attached to. One of them did not work at all, and the other one only worked partially, which brought us in a very harsh way that our hydrants need to be worked on. And Melissa reached out to and got some proposals to we got the two of them we replaced right now, and they're going to be about $4,345 a piece to replace those two, and then we have a contract for go through and test all of the rest of the hydrants to see if they're good. And so,
These did came in last night, gentlemen, so you probably don't have a copy of them. Did you call? Yeah, I apologize, I guess I didn't.
So my recommendation is $4,500 per hydrant, and your two of them to be replaced. And then, another,
Stop, Steve, is that 4,500 each or 4,500 total?
4,500 each.
What is your motion?
$9,000 to replace two fire hydrants.
Okay, so let's do these separately, okay?
That's my motion.
To be awarded to,
American Sprinkler System Company.
and where will the money come from?
The money will come from
It is delivered, it's not in reserves, fire hydrants are not in reserves.
I would be more than happy to fund them.
Stan, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am okay with that.
Okay. Okay, so you want to take a motion one more time, because I'm getting tired.
I move we replace the two fire hydrants, I don't have the address right in front of me, but, two fire hydrants that were issued when fire department, fire department, and, that were cost $9,000. And that money will come from reserves.
Do I hear a second? Okay, any discussion on that?
First of all, I'd like to, Leon and associate anybody else in the audience in the fire service. When the fire department received that call, they received claims from the Royal Fire Station. Needless to say, the minimum starts flowing, and they always want to get the fire as soon as they can. That fire apparatus pulled up on the fire hydrant to not be more fire could get the receiver portals. Now, as it turned out, I think the facts is something. I'm not going to get into details of the tragedy, but it is suffering the loss of our residents. That could have turned out even different had there been 5 minute difference. And it probably took that fire department 5 minutes to change from one fire hydrant to go to the other fire hydrant. Might not even work very well either. Now, if your people out there kicks in, they'll always kick in the fire department. Really probably, as I understand, going through, we will use as all the other fire hydrants. With our ability, it's not a basic system. They all work fine. So, all things happen, one gas fire, two fire hydrants to run it. So, with that said, we need to really fight.
Okay, George, any other comments from the board? Comments from the floor? Oh, go ahead. Each have this. We have a comment from the floor.
Yeah, fire hydrant part of the city.
We are the fire
We don't have themselves.
Because we're all, but the fire hydrant used.
But there are fire hydrants.
I thought that was part of the city.
Not in our case, not in our case. If you go down the road, you go down to some of these other subdivisions and stuff, yes, the city owns them, but they are ours. No, because they're ours. And Melissa, would you speak to the testing that has been done, please? To be honest?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We have been testing annually our fire hydrants, but we were only exercising one course. So, there are more than likely additional issues with our 30-year-old community and hydrants. And even though ARC has said that we have since the tragedy gone through them again, it would be my recommendation that we, have all of our hydrants tested by a licensed professional on occasion, and as of yesterday, I was able to negotiate a price with a local vendor that normally charges $95 a hydrant. I was able to negotiate a cost of $85 a hydrant. So it would be just under $3,000 for all 34 of our hydrants to be tested by a licensed professional, and then we would make any recommendations to the board moving forward and waiver here or less.
That was the second question. Okay, well, let's go back to the. Okay.
Perhaps more advice, but at this point in time, we're replacing two fire hydrants, just years, why is it brand standardized on like American Garden or Rock State, I know it's for the proposal, should we decide on if it was on movie state? I think you're making a very good point, David, and I think that's, valid point, because that way it does some of the times are, you know, down the road, maybe tired, and you don't have to match that, part, so. I think the company who accommodated they have those 400 sales. And I don't know whether Walker is in my mind, but I don't think it will test and maybe somehow you know, what's left in the market.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, just sort of, possibly replace more down the road, we should take the whatever point of this time.
We'll talk to them about that. We'll talk to them about that when I sign it. If it's passed. Okay, so no comments from the floor. Any more comments from the board?
Well, I just have one quick question. Is this one now just replacing those fires?
Yes, we're gonna have a second motion from Paul Carroll. So yes, just replace this for $90,000 to replace the two fire hydrants that failed us. So I'm gonna call for a vote on this. All those in favor, indicate with a yes.
I would say, yes. We have, there's some, possibilities in cost, maybe, but he doesn't know what's going underground, so we need to be sure that he gets underground for you to cover the additional costs.
Okay. And some of that come out of the maintenance budget, if there's, especially at this point right now, just to Okay, so any votes, any no's?
Are we moving on to the next item?
No, we're gonna finish this vote. Hang on. We're almost done. Is there any no votes for? You're retired, get all that. Is there any no votes for the entire amendments? Okay, so Steve, your motion passes, and he has a second motion right now.
Second motion is authorize the manager to, enter into a contract with this company, this American Service System, to inspect all of the rest of the fire hydrants in the park and give us a professional, opinion and report on that. And then Melissa pointed out, with an issue of $95 a copy, and we have 34 of them, it's total $3,230, but, she immediately chiseled the guy down where we're only going to pay $85 a copy. And he's going to do all of the 34 items at $2,890, and then do the same thing
Okay, so Art just second the motion. Any discussion from the board?
Our next discussion, this is a very, very good thing for us to, I think probably certain factors and records you might find that the fire department recommended this is done. What this service will actually do, they will not only inspect the fire hydrant, they will inspect and check they can get underground. How many times the valve in the street controls that fire hydrant. They will exercise that valve to be sure that it's open. And in that process, they will be doing a purpose. So as we come to there with this fire hydrant is on the 6-inch main, and then the next fire hydrant, this time maybe goes 1,000 gallons a minute. They go down to the next fire hydrant, they don't go to fire gallons a minute. There's something wrong. So the actual look at the fire hydrant system in our park, they can itself will be able to determine if there are any problems. And that also is extremely important. We have this list that as is on discussed are completed, they can have the best and off fire. They would like to know whether the fire hydrant flows 1,000 gallons or even a gallon, whether that will happen. Anyway, that's it.
Any other comments from the board? Any comments from the homeowners? Denise, I think you. Denise, our resident wants to speak, and we're on the microphone over there.
I'm just curious, what effect our water has, quality water on environments. You know, water is the greatest effect, homes.
I can tell you that, other than the fact that it's the same water everywhere in New Mexico. And it could be what they cause our hydrants to fail and people find out, if there are more faults.
And another question, has the email blast stopped?
No. We'll be doing one after this meeting. Okay, any other comments regarding the, okay, I'm gonna open it up for a vote then, if we have yes or no. All those in favor of allowing $2,890 to start an annual test of our, to start a testing of our fire hydrants in the park. All those in favor on the board, please indicate with a yes.
Yes.
Anyone,
One thing to start.
Yes.
One thing that I neglected in my notes, the city, I think we are having an outside professional prosecutor. It does take that liability for that extra person, so I think this is going to be an absolute.
okay, so let's go back and let me do the yes votes again, please. Did everybody vote no? Good. Okay, so Steve, you're both matched, motion to pass. And at this point, this is the end of our agenda, and I'm going to open it up for comments from the homeowners. So if you'd like to stand up, and AJ will bring the microphone over to you, and have to say something.
Hi, Margaret Taylor again, 675. You did pass on the, Mahoney Road, but I didn't hear where the money's coming from or where it's coming from.
The money's coming from the reserves, And as far as when the project begins, I will notify the contractor, and I'll be up to, we'll hurry.
Thank you, and I want to say that everybody can shoot on us that, if you're not,
Thank you.
you're doing that.
I just wanted to get up and thank Melissa. Thank Melissa for all her dedication and all her hard work. And I know being in a managerial position is not easy. I'm sure there's nights when you go out of your office and turn the lights off. Boy, my God, this day is over. But it doesn't end. You go to bed and you look at it like this. I was thinking to do it. I thought I'll do it in just like in the morning. Everyone wants this and everyone wants that. I know there's people coming into your office, frustration, all over the place. You're still here, and I already mentioned, if you guys pay attention to the expertise that we have, that's going away. And for me, I may have to put a ball. I'm just so scared, I don't want to leave this thing. Yeah. It's certain. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Kristen Collins, 113, real quick. As we were looking at the landscaping and country roads and talking about removing grass and doing zero scape, I think that what I would like to say as a realtor who represents everybody, including those people on the North Wall, that we really need to keep those oleanders there. The noise from 32nd, the oleanders back, I was in charge, they would be watered and fertilizer. I know there's people who hate oleanders, but they are a great sound barrier, and we need to protect that north wall. And it's been kind of my soapbox for about a year, and I'm just hoping that as we're looking at water savings and all that good stuff, that we think about also soundproofing the front part of our car. Thank you.
Cheryl Blackwell, number 972. I agree with Kristen about the oleanders. The sound barriers, so thank you for bringing that up, Kristen. One of the things I didn't see on the agenda was when is APS coming in to replace the light stand?
They've already started.
Yeah, they replaced a few of them, there's one in my alleyway, ready to go. So they have started.
That would be a good email blast.
Okay, thank you. Is there any comments, AJ?
Bowman, I just want to know what's going on with the indoor pool. I mean, there in the morning when they were excavating it, but it's still full of rubble, nothing's been going on for over a week. A lot of people go to sunset, but people in each shape. And that pool is very important, but it's been on our. So I'm not on the agenda, I just want to know what's going on.
Well, let's go speak to that.
I can tell you that the contractor has material that's on order that needs to go in there next, and that's the tile, and he's waiting on that. I'm sorry for the delay, but I'll get on and expedite that further.
Any other comments from the floor? Okay, well, you know what, I'm gonna take this hammer, you guys, and I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna say, meeting adjourned, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
It's over.